Friday night baseball under the dome at Tropicana Field. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Drew Rasmussen, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
In now, Darren Obradovich.
Leading off tonight for
baseball
Minnesota
here this evening.
The shortstop, number 1.
Here's the first pitch to him. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, Dero, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one for you two guys, definitely. The 2 teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute.
Good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm a little concerned with the play of Byron Buxton right now. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Striding in, Tyler W. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Grounded softly to the right. Scooped up. And they'll flip it to the pitcher suffering for the out. Digging in, number 22. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. And he can't pick it up cleanly. Now in the box, Sean Obradovich. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, Dero, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball. umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2 out with the man at first. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 3-2 pitch fouled away.
Ball 4.
Whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
25.
So striding forward for his first opportunity, Byron Buxton, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. No balls and 1 strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Dirt here. Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Ready with the 1-1. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that is on the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. From the stretch, the 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. Gets down, and the inning will continue. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Hey, not hit all that hard, Hero. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Long dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
Standing in now, Alex Healy. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
I'm pretty sure he was too focused on the man at first, worried about the steal, and just made a mistake with that pitch. It's all well and good to control the running game, but you have to make sure it doesn't distract from your main job, getting to guide the plate with the bat at his hands.
The second baseman.
In now, Brooks Lee. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Calling for it, Mullins. And the inning is over. 4 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left.
Leading off for the Rays.
Here's the first pitch to him.
The center fielder, number 35.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Obradovich is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now a moment here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you have to be excited what Brian Goes has done. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So, given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, it's got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is red hot right now. You grab your gloves to run out on the field for the bottom of the first inning, and you got a 4-spot crooked number up on the board for your pitcher. They're feeling super confident about the way they're playing.
Jimenez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 is a circle change that's over for a called strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The second baseman.
Runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that will bring up the power-hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. Strike one to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Ball one.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
The 1-2. Swung out and missed. Strike three. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We'll head to the second. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Royce Lewis. It's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Despite possessing some of the nastiest stuff in the big leagues, Rasmussen unfortunately appears to have lost a bit of his edge this year. He's still got the velocity, but he's not generating swings and misses and weak contact the way he used to.
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Now a swing. Over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his never moves.
And it's fouled away. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll just leave the throw to second. He's in there. Forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Wow, 1 pitch ago he had only given up a single, but that wild pitch, that single essentially turns into a double. Those kind of things can absolutely kill you.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Robinson, the runner at second with 1 away. Bat splinters as this is on the ground to first base. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Mullins comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. Riding in once again, Tyler W. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
1 ball, 1 strike the count. 1-1 on the ground for Dozier at second. Right to him. Throw in time, the side is retired. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Twins are out in front. And ready for his first at-bat, number 63. And he's been swinging it well the last couple of games.
Number 63.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And guys, we need to seriously focus on defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle. Ota has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he comes down the road.
That is that.
Up next for the Rays, Francisco Mejia. Here comes the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it for Bradave. And that's the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. And something to watch out for is whether or not he'll be able to extend his 8-game hitting streak. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-0 home. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. This one skied out toward right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Rays strand just the one. They're down 4-0. Digging in to try it again, number 22.
Right fielder.
We are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. You got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Now back.
So now will be the 4-hole hitter, Sean Bradave. He drew a walk his first time. Fastball as he gets the swing and the miss.
1 strike.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Into the box. Byron Buxton. He singled his last time up. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
No, that's it.
Fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Another try at 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Jimenez moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they hold a 4-0.
We're back now as the Rays are preparing for their at-bats here in the third inning. And this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly every day to get them ready and keep improving. Really seems to be a total team effort, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's a little chopper up the middle of the dumper. It's there, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, number 35.
Settling in now, Cedric Mullins. He flew out in his last at-bat. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt to first pitch.
No.
A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the left fielder.
Into the box now, Harold Ramirez. He reached on a single in his first try. Line drive to center field. Buxton is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, number 74.
Stepping into the box, Jimenez hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at that deficit.
Great piece of hitting here. Down first, and they're playing him just like a baseman. He crosses the line and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Obradovich is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that.
Leading off for the Twins.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Alex Healy.
0-1 the count.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Ramirez is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch to the first out.
Second base.
Up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch.
2-1.
2-1 the count. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's now just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Into the box, Royce Lewis, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through, a base hit. Won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now back.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight with that. Everybody wants off at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early and slow.
Stepping in now, Dan Robinson. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the 0-1, and he fouls this one off. And the pitch takes off inside and gets away. Throw to the plate. And the recovery will be in time to get him at the plate, and that's going to hurt because now there are 2 away. The 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota, but they riding into the box. Number 63 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
I think you could have an argument for that first pitch that it could have been off the plate, but there was certainly no debate with that one. That missed by a ton.
Swing, and he pops him up. Lewis over to his right. He's got it one away.
Now
standing in, Sheldon
the third baseman, Sheldon Ness.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in a philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fast.
This is hit pretty well out to left field. Overdumper looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. Fourth home run for him on the season. When the Rays draw closer, it's now a 4-2 ball game.
Everybody loves to get on a good piece of cheese. Hit a fastball out of the yard. I'll tell you what, to be able to stay back
Tampa Bay
and take a curveball deep.
One
of those special feelings when you can recognize and react, keep your hand back and drive it out of the yard.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And this one's gone. And they're working run after back-to-back homers.
That's not an easy thing to do, to go back-to-back. When the guy in front of you goes deep, you walk up to the plate and you feel like, hey, I'm going to do what he just did. How about that?
Designated hitter.
Back bomb.
Yo, ball.
He did.
One strike.
Standing for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Just foul. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell not happy back there. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. We'll try again, 1-2. This is skied into short left center. Obradovich over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 7.
Coming to the plate now, Sum Kim. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that is off the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of the slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it. But he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Strike 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strike. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And this one's in the dirt. He's not going to be in time at third, and that should be ruled a wild pitch. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs coming. Ready for another shot now. Darren
leading off for the swing. The shortstop.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Obradovich.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
Hit to third. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Next for Minnesota.
Striding forward now is the DH.
Tyler
W. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control.
No ball.
0-2.
2 strikes.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get it.
So we got him swinging. He comes the second out here in inning number 5. Fouled away. The 0-1. Just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little early.
That misses. 1-2. Here's a fastball in on the fist to then leaving things up at 2-2. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw is on a strikeout in the dirt. He's able to make his way all the way to second base. And the throw in gets away from him. Standing in, Sean Overdumper. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Set and the pitch. Pitch out.
1-0.
Nothing doing. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1.
Playing 11. 1-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off. They're just being way too aggressive.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he struck him out with 7 for the ball game, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Ramirez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, number 74.
Now at the plate, Jimenez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. One out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right
Now
now.
back,
Still looks
second
razor
baseman.
sharp from what I can tell. So I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Brian Dozier. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order.
Your attention, please.
Fleming takes over to
Now
start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 31.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Alex Healy will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Holding Obradovich. Move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Obradovich.
No. Fastball just misses for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Back up the middle. Tim on the grass. Way to get ready. Not in time. Outstanding effort, but he can't get the out. With a runner aboard with 1 gone.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there. For him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
Standing in now, Brooks Lee, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Number 15, summoned off the bench here. It's a pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Let's keep it in close. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Obradovich, base runner at first with 1 out. 1-1. Fouled off. Now a snap throw to first. And the runner back easily. Good change up in the dirt. Strike 3. Throw to first is in time, and the inning is over.
Your attention,
Obradovich will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Andrew Miller enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. In there, strike 1.
Oh, that's for sure will be the pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Behind 0-2 now. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Digging in once again, Sheldon Ness.
For Tampa Bay.
The last at bat, that breaking ball was really off the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at bat, he better get it down below the knees.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
2-1 now. The 2-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more. Francisco Mejia. Hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And a fastball for Miller as he jumps ahead, 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2
No
now.
ball. 2 strikes.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't know.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. Coming to the plate now. Royce Lewis. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Lewis.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
1 strike.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Fouled away. The 2-2. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4. Ready once again, Dan Robinson. First pitch on its way. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rosin bag and throw that and see if I can get a swing and a miss.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Lewis aboard here at first with nobody out. One and two to the Twins catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One and two, here it comes. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Darren Overdovich. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jimenez has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now it will be the Minnesota DH. Tyler W. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch is grounded foul over toward the Rays dugout. He's behind 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. Now a long throw to third. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulders up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hit streak. Nice job.
You know, Dero, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Count even now at 1-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Popped him up. Dozier waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. The pair, and it remains a 4-3 game. Digging in, Yandy Diaz. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not
Your
sure, Matt, that
attention,
they want to
please.
stay as patient.
Now
He's been
pitching for
throwing
the
a lot of
Twins.
strikes. They might want to
Number
start
26.
swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
TJ Bradley gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in, Some Kim will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
One ball,
no
no
strikes to
strike.
count. 1-0 home. He's taken strike one. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here now the 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys. The bullpen is really sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a force.
And he has some trouble with it. He can't make the scoop at first as it's in and out of the glove.
Now back, left fielder.
So a big moment here and standing in, Ramirez. He does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Now in time as he steals second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Couldn't Harvey on that swing as it's well wide at first. Here's the 0-2. Rounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. He's safe at the plate. And this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
High in the air out to center field. Buxton is there. And the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Sean Overdumpet. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. On the ground for Dozier at second. Fielded cleanly on the first. And that's an important first out to start the 8th inning.
The center fielder, number 20.
Stepping in, Byron Buxton. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just move one right down the middle.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you as a pitcher. Even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track.
I'll be honest with you, D-Lo. You're so concerned about it on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even know it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
Ball and a strike. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he's back standing. Now the 1-1 pitch. In the dirt here.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Popped up. Mejia has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now ready for another chance. Number 15. His job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. First offering on its way. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching.
2-1.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dives when it gets close to the plate.
Back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now. Royce Lewis would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home.
That's a ball.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Now back, first base.
Now with the plate, Royce Lewis.
Ladies and gentlemen,
come on to pinch hit here in a big spot
for Minnesota. Number 46, Jim
well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. 264 is average entering play. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 5-4 game, and he's safe.
The bat boy, those have to feel really good, deal. You come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead. Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Ready on 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Up with it, Mejia. And that ends the inning.
Your attention, please.
Is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base.
Stepping up to the plate, Brian Dozier. He could really use a knock here. For 3 in the game so far. 0-1 the count. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Ready now, number 63. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Your attention, please. Now
so they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Bold strike at the letters, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt?
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Now back.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Sheldon next. First 2 men of the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1-0 home. Is laid off for ball 2. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a two-out double.
Number 28.
Well, his team took the lead, and he's able to notch 2 outs, thinking he can shut him down here and preserve the lead. Not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
Francisco Mejia is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Stretch, the 1-2 on the ground to the right side. Oh, he can't pick it up cleanly. Stepping up now, the Yandy deal. Things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in the tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Hamels comes set. First pitch on the way. Line towards center field. Buxton is there to make the catch, and a great job of pitching.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wall is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third
for
now.
the Rays. Now playing third base.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Darren Taylor. As they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Now playing first base. Number 11. Dan.
Wind up and the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Falling for it, Jimenez. And that's the first out of the inning. Now digging in the switch hitter, Tyler. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And that misses 1-1.
We're playing 11. 1-1.
Now a swing and a miss.
Play 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Misses ball 2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss here in the first 2 of the stats to begin the 9th. Now that's number 22. Comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Your attention, please.
Will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 outs and the base is empty.
Jordy.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Hit out towards second. They're on the first, and the side is retired.
Your
Shorty
attention, please.
will stick around as he'll take
This
over
game
in
is
right
for the
field.
Twins.
Cole Sands comes on looking for a save
Number
here in the
13.
bottom of the ninth inning.
Shorty.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 1-2. Pops this one up. Robinson is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cedric Mullins. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton has it in his tracks. 2 down.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Now at the plate,
Harold
Ramirez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Twins claim the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Twins came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. T.J. Bradley earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Cole Sands records the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. In the ALDS, New York Mets launched 3